back to bad lighting in my room. I'm busy finishing up a video editing process of my next digital drawing for my fantasy book, working on the river crossing scene. We're going with something more like this, kind of from the side with him kind of behind her, crossing over river stones. Um, that was the first idea I had, but I don't know, I like the side profile thing better. So, yeah. Okay, so hello everybody. You just saw me there. I very rarely do like the face thing, unless you look at my shorts. There's a lot of face things in the shorts. So I was very excited for this specific one. I planned it out vaguely. I have like a couple of different sheets of paper here where I planned it out. So I knew more or less what I wanted. I just wasn't 100% sure on the position of where I was going to put everything. So, yeah. I started lining and then I kind of changed my mind, which you will see in just a minute. I'm taking a lot of it away and then I just kind of redo it. So this is a scene from my book where she dreams about the past and her and Aldrich like playing by the river and crossing the river. It's a cute little scene. So the book I'm busy working on is going to be a high fantasy series. I don't know if it's a high fantasy. It is fantasy, but it's like it's a lot of words fantasy because it's going to be 12 books in total. It's a big adventure. Like I enjoy longer running series like One Piece and Fairy Tail and like Bones and Grey's Anatomy, stuff that goes on and on and on. Book series as well. I did not enjoy Game of Thrones, so I'm hoping I'm hoping it was nothing about the books. It was just it didn't capture my attention, which is fine. Everybody has their own opinions on what they like and don't like. Did I change it? Yeah, I did change. I was like, did I? I forgot. So I like sketching everything out in my sketchbook first so that I don't have to spend like an extra 3 hours in Krita, the drawing app, trying to figure out where I want everything. And then the videos are just a whole bunch smoother if I do it that way. And I still prefer traditional art, but it's smoother on the computer. It looks better on the computer. And when I scan things in for my sketchbooks, there's always like this weirdness about it. It doesn't keep the quality the way I like the quality to be. So, yeah. I decided to add some foliage on this corner part here because of the fishy. I was definitely keeping the fish because I love the fish. And then I just kind of mapped out where I wanted the river to kind of flow up there, where the foliage and stuff is going to be. And then I started on Cylindra first. Obviously she gets a braid. She always gets a braid. I've been thinking though, maybe later on she'll get a haircut. Because having long hair could potentially be very dangerous. But I'm thinking more realistic than fantasy. So I'm not sure what's going to happen yet. But I don't want to spoil anything yet. The book is finished. It's now just the images. As soon as the images are finished, the book is going out. So I've been busy with the first book in the series. I've been working on the others as well, but the first one took me about 2 years to complete, almost 3. I've sat with the idea for a couple of years though. I just never really wrote it. I've got a very overactive imagination, so yeah. And then I wasn't sure what to do with the foliage, so I just made random shapes and lines and hoped it looked like foliage in the background there where I'm busy with the tree. You'll see it in just a second. I think it looks okay. Honestly, I think it looks okay. It could have looked better, yes. But I'm still learning how to draw on the PC, okay? It's very new for me, but I'm enjoying it a lot. Ooh, leave a comment if you guys read and if you like books with like images in them. And do you like these sort of sketchy images? Because I was originally going to do super detailed images for the book, but then I realized it was going to take me a year to finish the images then. So that's why I went with the sketchy vibe. Yeah. And then for the tree, I just did a couple of dashes, and it looks tree-ish, you know. I looked up a couple of different images of this type of style, and just kind of went my own way with it. But it will change as I go because I can't stick to a single style. If you've checked my sketchbooks, you know I can't. I like doing different styles. I see it as if you focus on one style and you don't want to do anything else, that's fine. But to me, it feels like if I focus on one thing specifically, because I am a tattoo artist. That's the birds. I am a tattoo artist, so I need to be able to do a multitude of styles. So whenever I focus on one sort of style in my sketchbook, it feels like I'm putting myself in a box and I'm losing skills. So that's why you'll see everything always changes. Like I'm currently busy with a realistic elephant. I know I shouldn't be. I should be focusing on this. But I got the urge to draw an elephant. But I've always had the urge. I draw elephants all the time. I just don't draw them in my sketchbook. I draw them in the bigger books and then I sell them. It's fine. Because, you know, elephants are cool. And I live in a place where people absolutely adore elephants. So that's fine too. Okay, foliage is almost done. I really like how this turned out though. As for the trees and stuff, I did not plan it. I just put it in. You know. Wherever it felt right. And it felt right there, so it worked. For the water, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I've never drawn water like this, so I just did like a bunch of lines and hope for the best. And I think, it kind of looks like water. What do you guys think? Do you think it looks like water? I don't know. I did do a little bit more thicky, not thicky, but more line density, closer to the foreground. I didn't go to art school. I just know that if you wanted to be more focused in the front, you do more detail. So I did that. I promise I do more research when I'm not tired. And then as for the rocks, I wanted it to have like a mossy feel. I don't know if I did that. If it feels mossy, but that was the thing. I wanted it to have like a wet mossy feel on top of the stones. So that's what we ended up with here. Yeah. I mean, I like it. Okay. I'm still sick. I'm always sick. I don't know. But yeah. I think it came out pretty cool. You can see it's two children skipping across stones on a riverbed. This is actually part of the garden castles the castles gardens, the gardens of the castles, but it's not like a pretty garden. They've got like foliage garden, like trees and plants and everything. They don't care about how pretty it looks. They just want it to be full of life, you know. Maybe I should have put a bramble snap up there. Anyway, Aldrich's got dark hair. Cylindra's got dark-ish hair, but not as dark as him. And then I just put them like in basic kids' clothes from that era. What I assume is kids' clothes from that era anyway. Not that I know what their era is anyway. It's a fantasy world. But I figured like for a princess she'd wear like a simple dress. Not super simple. And I started relining it again. Oh no. I didn't like the way his face looked. So I just redid his face with a new layer. And then for Aldrich, because he's like a beastman, they travel a lot. They're always busy in encampments and training and stuff. I wanted him to have something where he can kind of move around. So I just put him in like a overvest, a little top underneath, and some shorts or pants he can roll up when he's playing. Which I figured was fine. But yeah, what do you guys think of this one? Let me know. And leave a comment if you'd like to see more, because I will be uploading more. I kind of stopped uploading for like 2 weeks because the shorts I uploaded, but the videos I kind of stopped. I don't know, everything suddenly felt like a lot, and then I just kind of had to take a step back from everything just to kind of breathe. Mental health and all that, you know how it goes. But yeah, I'm back now. I've got like 3 videos ready to go for you guys, so expect them weekly or whenever I feel like uploading them. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how this turned out. I think it came out really pretty. and you can clearly see what's going on in the image as well. There's not much else to say about it. Your hair's gonna get stuck in the fan. Not yours. My daughter is next to me, next to the fan. I'm busy recording and making a lot of noise.
I just need this.
Yeah, but leave a comment what you guys think of this one, and if you'd like to see the next one. The next one is, I can't remember. The next one is the librarian. So you're gonna get like a character design of a librarian that's only in one chapter. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Have a lovely day. Bye.